The Nigerian Armed Forces have in recent times been the arbiter of national security in the country. The war on the insurgency in the northeast has basically been their fight, and they have surmounted all odds to conquer the Boko Haram insurgents. Prior to this, many of the officers and men had been involved in peacekeeping operations on the African continent, and many yet have paid the supreme price.
The post-traumatic stress disorder is a silent illness that unless you are counseled by psychologists and psychiatrists in some cases, you will not know. So it's an injury that stays with a soldier, a war veteran at that, forever. Yes, some can be treated immediately and the soldier will be allowed to go back into the society. But in some cases, you must treat some forever.
The federal government and the armed forces need to do more by putting a mechanism in place for the special checkup and in-depth examination of the troops when they return from war.
The Army and the Air Force have started to do something. The Army takes the soldiers that come from the northeast now to Kaduna for like between 2 to 3 weeks to give them some reintegration training. But the trauma I'm talking about goes beyond 2 to 3 weeks healing. It's a lifetime thing which will require in-depth examination and treatment.
The Armed Forces Remembrance Day is a day to remember the fallen heroes, but they are gone, and there are many who are alive and living in abject poverty, not being able to take care of themselves or their families, not to mention the families of many they left behind.
Why do we have to do that? Yes, it's just, to me, it's just symbolic. Just to mark a day in which you remember all these fallen heroes. But how about the ones that are still living in abject poverty and have been maimed and all that? What do you actually get out to them? Even the badges that they sell, where does the money end up in?
Post-traumatic stress disorder is a mental state in which the victims are violent in most cases, but with call for support in ways like this, military returnees can rest assured that the love and care they desire can be gotten from loved ones and the country they served. Kike Lomo Okere, Core TV News, Abuja.